This new FPS is literally blowing up right now, and no, I'm not talking about another battle royale or another extraction shooter or even another game like CSGO, Valorant, but an addictive arena style game. It's free, which is a plus, and it's made by ex-EA devs, so yeah. Is this going to be disappointing like most EA games? Well, stay with me, we're going to find out. Before you say anything, these guys have done an amazing job on this game. I'm really surprised. For once, yes, for once, maybe they left because they just wanted to produce a game to their standards and, well, not an unoptimized mess or a unfinished game. The graphics are good and the game isn't very demanding, so you don't need a NASA computer to play it. I did initially see the requirements and I thought, am I going to be able to sustain a good 60 frames per second? But when I played, I was surprised at how high the frame rate is on my system as well. Since I have a mid-range PC. The gameplay is unique and addictive to the point the environment is completely destructible, like the old Battlefield games, which I like personally, since Battlefield 2042 kind of took a lot of that away. Now we are going to talk about the contestants. One thing that's amazing is each character is unique. You have the lightweight character who is fast, uses SMGs, handguns, and just smaller weapons in general, you know, that type of thing. But it's very prone to getting killed very easily. To make up for it though, you can move pretty fast, and the abilities match with that fast style gameplay. Dashes, becoming invisible, that type of thing. This is my favourite class if I'm honest. You also have the medium build, which, as you'd expect, you are a bit bigger, slightly slower, and this character is more of a support role, healing players, placing turrets, and using assault weapons mid-range. Kind of a good balance between them all really. And lastly, the large build. This beast has LMGs, bigger weapons from the Lewis gun to a sledgehammer. This guy is a brute. Slower, but makes up for it with everything else. He even has an RPG, and honestly, it does so much damage. Customization is so great. It kind of gives me Watch Dogs Legion vibes with the outfits. If you have played the game, I mean, then you will know what I'm referring to. They have plenty of options for the beta, and I'm actually really impressed, to say the least. I'm not going to lie, the small build can be crafty as hell, just running in, attacking you, then running away like, man, just face me. This game is what we needed, something fresh in 2023. One thing I will say is the game is as perfect as you're going to get for a title this year, because most games that releases, you know, have just been kind of like either arse or, you know, really unoptimized. The only issue I've encountered was my wireless mouse just not working. I had this when I played the alpha some time ago, and it seems like it still hasn't been fixed, so you may have to play wide on PC, just to let you know. Other than that, there's not really many issues I've encountered. Also, what's even crazier is the ray tracing works flawlessly as well as DLSS. Now, ray tracing can be very demanding, and whenever I use it on my RTX 260, I normally only can get around 60 or 80 FPS on higher ray trace settings, depending on the game I mean. But on the finals, it works so flawlessly. I can play with higher dynamic ray tracing and still get over 60 FPS most of the time. I still play with a mix of settings though, really so I can play more competitively with a higher FPS. But if you're someone who likes quality and wants at least 60 frames per second, then you're good to go, because, well, most games don't really offer that. I'm just astonished on how well optimized this game is for a beta. If you like the video, by the way, smash the like button and I will make more videos like this. Okay, let's continue. Moving on to DLSS. It's great on this game. It's not a blurry mess like on most games. It's weird because I've had mixed experiences using DLSS. On Battlefield 2042 and COD, it's slightly blurry, yet on Metro Exodus and this game, for example, it's really sharp and clear. I don't know if, as time goes on, they are optimizing DLSS a bit better to not be as blurry on 1080p, or if it's just the game itself, but it's nice to know if you want some extra frames with higher settings on, it won't be too blurry using DLSS. Lastly, all I'm going to say is when you play this game, give it time. Even though it has a high time to kill, once you understand how to use each contestant, the game gets pretty easy. As long as you aim for the head and use your abilities and grenades sparingly, you can take out teams pretty quickly, as well as the items you can pick up around the map too, which I forgot to say. Utilize them as much as possible because it can really turn a match around, and I see a lot of people not really using them. That's what they're there for, so use them. When I first played though, it was hard, but after multiple games I started to understand how to approach certain situations and start actually doing pretty good. Like anything new, just give it time and you will be fine. You may even become a pro, who knows? Okay, let's dial down a bit. Okay, I think that's a bit too much. Who knows? You may become a pro though, so yeah, just try. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content. Much love to all of you legends. Happy gaming. See you in the next one.